So will Kill Team kill 40k? The obvious answer is no. If you have a 40k army and the opportunity to play on a regular basis, you will continue playing 40k. But the problem with 40k is table size and storage. Enter Kill Team. If you don't have a suitable table at home or a local gaming club and your army is just sitting there collecting dust, Kill Team can be quite the temptress. Or if you haven't really gotten around to actually paint your miniatures and 5 to 10 models sounds less discouraging than a full army. Or perhaps you just don't have time to spare and a faster paced game sounds sweet. Objection! Those people might think of themselves as 40k players, but they don't really play, so it won't hurt 40k at all if they pick up Kill Team. Right you are. But who will they play it with? Ah, yes. We all have that friend we wanted to play with for ages, but for whatever reason it never happened. Now they want to play smaller scale 40k. And you already have the miniatures and the terrain, and they picked up the starter set. So you say yes. Or you buy the starter set because you really want to play with that friend and now they're out of excuses. So now you play 40k and Kill Team. You may have picked up a faction you always wanted to play, or you may use the miniatures you already have. And this is where it gets interesting. Whether you play the same faction in both games or use the same terrain, you will at some point wonder if there's a connection. Is your Kill Team part of a greater army, or do the fighting take place on the same planet? And what happens when you fail or succeed on a mission? Will you or your opponent send in more troops to set things right? Or, in other words, Kill Team is an opportunity to strengthen your 40k narrative. Your regular rank and file troops will get names and quirks, and the generic Imperial outpost will be named, and you will start to wonder why factions chose this location for their fights, and come up with reasons for the feud. Okay, so the title of this video is just clickbait? Maybe a little. The announcement of Kill Team did trigger an outcry from those players still awaiting codices, and there is a tendency to them and us when it comes to 40k players and specialist games, even though the games are written by totally different rule teams. As I see it, the games complement each other very well. That said, there is some missed opportunities when it comes to this release. Ways to soften the anti-Kill Team 40k crowd, especially the Space Wolf, Orc and Genestealer cult players. For some reason GW decided to include these 3 teams in the first release, and still, there are no new miniatures, no new rules, nothing new. And the rules have no special rules to set them apart from regular Space Marines, not even the Thunderwolves shown in the trailer. If you are impatiently awaiting a codex, you probably expected at least a bone. And it leaves the question, will these 3 Kill Teams feel outdated when the codices are released? Or will the codices be painfully meh? Yesterday Aaron, Dalgo and I went through our made-up solar system, Alcen, an overgrown tomb world with canoptic wildlife that wants to kill you, a feudal night world and source of a Prometheum substitute. And Canunas, a hunting planet for the rich covered in tundra with a moon dedicated leisure and pleasure, and possibly a Tau settlement near one of its poles. On top of that, a nearby Space Hulk. Then we compared these locations to the kill zones spotted in the Rogue Trader and Kill Team trailers. Where would the Death World environment be found? The Sector Imperialis, Sector Mechanicus, Sector Monitorum, Spaceship, and is that a swamp? The narratives are emerging and we can't wait to get our hands on a copy of Kill Team. Our 40k gaming will definitely benefit from it. This has been Mother Nurgle. Have a nice day.